Peace be upon you. Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa sallam tasliman kathira. Wa amma ba'd. From a new level of aggressive and invasive questioning of our community members by some federal law enforcement entities to the recent witch hunt held by Congressman Peter King, American Muslims are facing greater challenges than we've ever faced since the tragedy of 9/11. CAIR during this time of adversity has been a leader in challenging xenophobia and anti-Muslim bigotry, and the Michigan chapter of CAIR has played an essential role in addressing these challenges, not just on the local level, but in support of CAIR's national efforts. Before the Oklahoma anti-Sharia ballot proposition passed, it was CAIR Michigan staff which provided the vision to our national office to prepare a legal challenge with the expectation that the politics of fear would lead to its passage. With the support of CAIR Michigan and other chapters, CAIR prevailed in federal court when a judge ruled that the Oklahoma anti-Sharia proposition was unconstitutional, with the expectation that such has the possibility to be proposed in Michigan, as it has been in other states since Oklahoma. CAIR Michigan has taken proactive steps to discuss the negative impact that an anti-Sharia law could have in the great state of Michigan. In 2010, CAIR Michigan was one of the first and most vocal advocacy organizations to challenge a proposed bill patterned after Arizona's immigration profiling law, which was designed to grant authority to local and state law enforcement officers to question persons about their immigration and citizenship status without sound predication. That bill was stopped in its tracks, and God willing, inshallah, we will continue to join other advocates to propose a recently proposed bill which could open up the doors to further racial profiling for our minorities in the state of Michigan. With the national debate ensuing regarding Park 51 and other campaigns blocking zoning of mosques around the country, CAIR was a leading voice in calling for civil discourse and the preservation of American Muslims' rights under the First Amendment of the Constitution. CAIR Michigan also weighed in on this issue on the national level, but it also had local implications. When the American Muslim Diversity Association recently went before a planning board of Sterling Heights to receive zoning permission, they faced organized pushback from people with an anti-Muslim agenda. With the help of God and the work of our staff attorney, Lena Masri, in conjunction with the community, we secured a victory last month in which Sterling Heights has approved land usage for the first construction of a masjid in the city of Sterling Heights. And as mosques have been the subject of nationwide controversy, so too has been the controversy surrounding the Federal Bureau of Investigation's overextending usage of informants and agent provocateurs in our community. CAIR has been at the forefront in raising community concerns about the misusage of informants, which has been painfully apparent to us that several of young people and poor people in our community have been incited into plots that they themselves did not design. In recent weeks, CAIR has filed 2 lawsuits against the Federal Bureau of Investigations for violating the constitutional rights of worshipers by sending an agent provocateur into a mosque in California to lure youth into committing crimes, and for the Federal Bureau of Investigations placing a GPS tracker on the car of a young college student who was doing nothing but lawful activities. Just 2 days ago, the Honorable Congressman John Conyers echoed CAIR Michigan's concerns, which we recently filed in federal complaints regarding the inappropriate treatment which Muslims face crossing from Canada back into the United States of America. From school teachers to truck drivers to even some of our imams sitting at this table right here have been subjected to questioning such as, do you pray? How many times do you pray? Do you pray Salatul Fajr in the masjid? What mosque do you attend and who is your imam? Some have had firearms pointed at them, some handcuffed and detained without predication of having committed any crime or much less being charged with anything. We believe that these invasive and aggressive tactics not only fail to make our nation any safer, but also set an extremely dangerous precedent of inferring that Americans' First Amendment rights to peacefully pray is a potential precursor to criminality. We salute Congressman John Conyers on his leadership on this issue, and we say today, that if Congress cannot fix this problem, then inshallah, CAIR will work to fix this problem in the courts. Besides representing and advocating for you on these issues, we've conducted sensitivity trainings with police departments and school teachers. We filed federal complaints regarding workplace discrimination in which some victims have received monetary compensation. And we have conducted trainings for Muslim youth and assisted in encouraging civic engagement in our community, such as the role that we played in co-organizing with the help of the CIOM, the recent Muslim Capital Day, which took place this past week. In short, brothers and sisters, CAIR Michigan has been there for you. We've been there for you. For the few of you who believe that you can sit on the fence and not be involved with your community organization and its mission, let me inform you of something. Let me inform you that circumstances dictate that you have little choice. You have little choice. With anti-Muslim rhetoric increasing from some political opportunists as we approach the 10th year of the tragedy of 9/11, and with the 2012 campaign season almost upon us, we should expect even greater challenges to come. And the primary thing, and Imam Jahari has said it, the primary thing that I'd like to convey to you this afternoon is that freedom is not free. With our efforts and your engagement and support, we can continue to become more sophisticated and more proactive in facing the challenges to come, but there is a price that must be paid, brothers and sisters, and that freedom is not free. Freedom is not free. As our brothers and sisters in West and North Africa, as well as in the Middle East, struggle, some of them being tortured, raped, some being killed, to secure for themselves rights that we have in America, in which people are working day and night to try to strip our rights from us, we should look with inspiration from what's going on right now in Africa and the Middle East. And this should strengthen our commitment towards ensuring our rights and our dignities here in the United States of America. But brothers and sisters, freedom is not free. Freedom is not free. There is a price to be paid. We can pay now, or we will pay later. We can pay now, or we will pay later, but either way, we have to pay. Let us be of those this afternoon who have the awareness to rise to the challenge so that we can work for a better tomorrow for ourselves and for our children and for a better tomorrow for all Americans. اللهم اجعلنا من المفلحين إن شاء الله. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.
Another guest that we'd like to acknowledge is Wayne County Juvenile Court referee Mona Youssef, who's here with us today. Mona. We are privileged to have as our key